back to the channel, man. Today we're picking back up on this Mini. Finally getting this roof done, dude. This is something I started on like 2 weeks ago. It's crazy how much more difficult this was than what it was supposed to be. But anyhow, I needed to finish buffing the roof out. It still had some wet sanding scratches in it and stuff that I didn't have time to continue working on. So I had to kind of put it on the back burner and pick back up on it at another time, which I finally got it all done. Looks great. But of course, it leaves the rest of the car an absolute freaking mess. So I'm gonna get the rest of this thing sprayed off and wiped down. Get all this shit off of it, because we are ready to go ahead and put the pattern on. I have all the vinyl cut. I still need to put transfer tape on it and stuff. But yeah, first things first. Gotta get all the shit off, all the wax. The next morning, got up this morning and just kind of cleaned the Camaro and got it ready to come back into the booth. Honestly, we got surprised with some rain this morning and the Camaro is sitting out back like this. And of course it got filled with tree bullshit and freaking pterodactyls took over. Bro, there's a whole colony of ants living in this sumbitch. And when I say a colony, bro, there was a shitload of ants. But anyhow, we still have a lot of work to do to the Camaro. I've seen a few of you guys in the comments saying, what happened to the Camaro, man? We are going to be picking back up on it soon. Believe me, I want to get this Camaro finished before I really move on to digging into the Blazer. So it is definitely on the priority list. But we did end up having a problem. Not a small problem. It's actually a very big actually it's a small big problem. So you see the dome light down here? Somewhere along this dome light's life, somebody put a screw in there that I am imagining is probably too long. So right now when I was drying it, this happened. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a little point in the paint where it is cracked. And that was from me drying it right now. You know how this pushes down? The skin pushes down. Well, it must have poked into that screw down there and dented up and cracked the paint again. And I say again because yeah, I was an idiot. I should have checked that damn dome light, but there was a spot like that on the roof when I first started. So I sanded it all out. That spot right there, I feel pretty confident, went all the way down the metal from me sanding it out. Yeah, so now that crack is back. So we're gonna have to fix that, unfortunately, but at least I caught it now and we can get it done. But anyhow, moving back on to the Mini. And we got these Fender insert pieces. I don't even know what you'd call this right here, but we got that finished up. Throw it in the comments what you guys think of that. I think it looks freaking dope, dude. Brings a lot of character to the car. Just adds just a subtle detail, man. It's not too over the top, but it definitely stands out just enough to say, hey, that's freaking different, right? Anyhow, moving on, dude. Another big thing that I've been wanting to do with the Mini is get rid of some of this wheel gap that it has to lower it a little bit. Now, I don't want to go all full-blown slam to the ground stance type shit because, to be honest with you, at the moment, this is the most comfortable car that we have to drive, and it's the only one that we have to drive that the damn air conditioning works, dude. So I don't want to get rid of too much of that comfortability, but I would like to make it look a little bit more stancy. I don't know exactly what to call it. I don't want to say race car-y. I just want to lower it. It looks better, right? So of course, Max Speeding Rods has got us taken care of on that. So if you do have a Mini Cooper, you do have an affordable option to a performance coilover provided to you by the good old MXR. Wheelbone. Oh my freaking god. Yep, it is a freaking BMW after all. Son of a bitch. Yay. Oh shit. Bitch. Alright, so this is going to be my first time doing a set of coilovers on a Mini Cooper. Pretty much all coilovers are the same, just the only differences are like the way they mount. So looking at this one, it looks like it's pretty basic, bro. Like it's got basically like a clamp style mount on the bottom. So we have that one through bolt right there that clamps on to the strut or to the shock, in which, damn, this one's bent. Huh. Anyhow, then there's also 3 bolts up here on the top that we have to pull. Obviously, the only real difference in this is kind of like the Honda Odyssey that I've done before, is the sway bar end link actually attaches to the coilover. So Max Speeding Rods did send adjustable end links, so we can adjust the length of them, because the factory ones, if you're going to lower it, are obviously going to be too long. So you could use this to go ahead and adjust the length, so that won't be an issue. Just an extra step, that's all. So I'm gonna start on the front. Let's go ahead and get these old ones out and get the new ones in. Alright, got both fronts taken off. Now I gotta go through, you guys know the deal. Set preload, ride height, yada yada. So what I'm shooting for is about an inch lower than the stock ride height. Around there. I just want to basically close up the wheel gap a little bit. It's a given that whenever you go from stock suspension over to a coilover, it's going to be a stiffer ride, really, no matter what. Because the nature of coilovers, man, it's to enhance performance, and sloppy, soft suspension does not perform well, you know? I'm just excited to see what the car feels like before and after. While it was a very comfortable ride, it did have a lot of body roll in it, and I would like to get rid of that. Alright, fronts are done. I'm not gonna lie, bro, that was actually really easy. That was a lot easier than most Civics I've actually done. coilovers on. But anyhow, I wanted to show you guys that the MXR coilovers actually come with all the factory brackets and everything. So all of the brake lines, and this is the anti-lock brake system, little sensor that goes down to the brakes here. Like, everything has a place to go right back where it came from, like from factory. I got the adjustable sway bar end links all bolted up. I basically just put them on the shortest setting. I just shortened them as far as they would go, and it worked out perfect. Got a nice little gap right here from the lower control arm. Nice little gap between it and the axle. Yeah, dude, everything freaking looks great, man. And Max Speeding Rod coilovers takes up a whole lot less real estate in here. There's more room. So MXRs are finished on the front. Now I need to get the factory ones off of the rear. Looks pretty straightforward. I was kind of digging around on the inside trying to figure out how to unbolt the top, and then I realized, oh, the bolts are actually on the bottom. So I gotta pull those two bolts right there, and then we have a center nut down here on the bottom on a little eyelet, and that should be about it. I do believe that on the rear we have to use the factory top hat. So it's basically like a bracket that just bolts onto the shock on the top. We have to reuse that. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get these things out. So like I mentioned, we're gonna have to use the top hats, the factory top hats for the rear coilovers. MXR supplies you with a new heavy duty washer that goes on the top and a new sleeve that goes in between the factory bushing, because the actual diameter of the rod that goes through the shock is a little bit fatter than the factory one. So the factory sleeve would not slide over this. So they supply you with everything that you need to bolt it together and make it work. So I got the preload set, and I think that I got the height adjustment set. We're gonna go ahead and bolt it in and do like we always have to do. Set it on the ground, see where the ride height's at, and then if we have to adjust something, we have to adjust it. I was trying as hard as I can to avoid having to lift this thing up and down and adjust ride height, dude. That's the most annoyingest, tedious part about this, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get these bolted on, and yeah, put the wheels back on, set this thing on the ground, see where we're at. Driving around for about 30 minutes or so, just kind of getting a feel for it before I actually pull the camera out. But dude, holy crap. Oh my god, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong, this thing is slow as hell, but You don't have to slow down as much for corners now. So my theory is, since being this car is so slow, you just take corners as fast as you can, because that's the only way you're going to actually experience like any kind of G-force out of this car. So just don't slow down for corners. And now I can slow down even less.
Oh God.
See? Look. Holy shit. The fuck is wrong with you, bro? We should probably get out of here. I didn't bring my wallet with me.
Okay.
I was only planning on going around the block.
I got mine on my phone, which is at home.
Well, there it is, dude. We got the roof done, got the fender done, got the coilovers installed, and the wheels put on the car. And look, I get it. Not everybody likes the Mini. I mean, you don't necessarily have to throw it in the comments that you don't like the Mini. I'm not really a big Mini Cooper guy myself either. It's my girlfriend's car, dude, and we just kind of cleaned it up and, you know, routine maintenance, cleaned it up, make it look a little bit nicer. It's a dope little comfortable car, man. It's got air conditioning, and it's just a good driver, man. We just drive it around and use it for, you know, what you use a car for, going to A to B into the stores and whatever. And now it just looks a little bit more presentable. Throw it in the comments down below what it is you guys think. Of course, there's going to be more things that we're going to do to the Mini here in the future, but as for this video, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do smash the like button. Up next, we're either going to be working on Braven's truck or this damn Camaro, man. I really need to get cracking on the Camaro and get it done, get it out of my way so we can move on to bigger and better things. But either way, peace out, and I'll see you guys then.